Hello there, and welcome to Star Wars 1000. Star Wars question of the day: will Star Wars ever go to Earth? Now, first off, does Earth even exist in the Star Wars universe? And I'm gonna say it does, because you see it in the opening crawl where it says a long time ago in the galaxy far, far away. I do believe there is an Earth in the Star Wars universe, because I think Star Wars is supposed to be in our universe, I guess you could say. I could be totally wrong, but I'm gonna say yeah, Earth does exist. But the question is, are we ever going to see Star Wars characters one day fly off to Earth, like say some Star Wars characters and get so far advanced that they start going so beyond the unknown regions that they one day find our galaxy and they find Earth and try to talk to humans, and there'll be the Star Wars characters will be known as aliens. I'm really, this sounds really out there, but you know what I'm saying. Is this possible? Is Star Wars ever gonna meet Earth? And I'm gonna say no, but anything's possible, because eventually they're gonna run out of ideas. Maybe 200 years from now, they're still making Star Wars movies and TV shows, and they've completely milked the franchise and completely ran out of ideas. So maybe they're like, hey, let's go a billion years into the future of the Star Wars universe, to the point where they're acting like Star Trek and they're traveling different galaxies and meeting new planets, and one day they'll reach Earth, and who knows what the hell that story would be. Anyway, I think it is possible. I don't think I'm going to see it in my lifetime. I don't think anyone that's alive is going to see Star Wars meet Earth unless it's some sort of fan fiction thingy. I wouldn't want Star Wars to go to Earth, not anytime soon at least, unless someone has an interesting story to come up with Star Wars characters meeting Earth. And I don't mean the Star Wars characters that we know. They obviously have to be new Star Wars characters. Star Wars characters are a million years into the future from the Skywalker saga. No Luke Skywalker going to planet Earth and then picking up a Mercedes or something like that. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying new Star Wars characters, millions of years into the future. Because when we see the opening crawls, is a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. So the events of Star Wars, I'm sure, have been billions of years ago, maybe. Who knows? Also, it is the Wills who are telling this story, so you have to keep that in mind as well. But yeah, I don't think Star Wars should ever go to Earth, and unless it's some sort of crazy fanfiction-y crossover with, I don't know what the story would be. My only guess or prediction or whatever theory could be that it'd be like Star Trek, and Star Wars characters millions and millions of years after the Skywalker saga make a federation like in Star Trek, and then they start traveling to different galaxies or whatever. It could be Disney's Star Wars Lucasfilm's way of ripping off of Star Trek, since they don't own it. Don't want that. I have Star Trek, I have the Orville. There's no need to make Star Wars into Star Trek. They're two completely different things, even though people that aren't really into Star Wars and Star Trek think it's the same thing. They just have the word star. They're not the same thing, people. Yeah, get your facts straight. Also, maybe at some point they completely run out of ideas in 50 years from now, and they ran out of ideas for Star Wars, and I ran out of ideas for the MCU. So maybe they're hey, we have these two really popular franchises that used to be super popular back then. Let's have them do a major crossover and have it be in Earth or whatever. That's one way Star Wars could also cross over with Earth. Star Wars characters go to Earth, and that'd be absolutely terrible. I never ever want to see freaking superheroes team up with Star Wars. Oh god. Actually, well, unless it's a fan fiction thing, but I don't want to see that crap in live action. All right, if you want to see that, then I respect your opinion, but Jesus, just imagining that is just epic cringe, bro. No Star Wars teaming up with freaking Avengers characters. I hope we're not going to get to a point where the MCU and Star Wars eventually run out of ideas. Well, I mean, who knows what Star Wars is going to look like in 50 years and 60 years in the future. Right now, Star Wars is in the golden age of creating stuff. We're still doing stuff in the Skywalker saga. We haven't even reached the future or the past or different timelines yet. That new High Republic show, The Acolyte, is going to be the first time we're going to be seeing a new era in live action, and that's just going to be the beginning of new eras. We're going to finally be leaving the Skywalker saga. So Star Wars, I'm sure, is going to be fine for a long time, but how long will they be fine for? That's up to debate. And maybe, like I said, they run out of ideas and they're going to eventually team up with the Avengers, because the MCU has ran out of ideas as well, and they were like, we got these two old popular franchises, let's have them team up. So that's possible too. Maybe I'll see that in my lifetime. So I'm going to change my answer to a possibility. If Star Wars and the MCU 50 years in the future just run out of ideas and they're like, let's just have these two franchises team up, why not? Let's make some money here. So I mean, we'll see. Maybe that's a possibility as well. I hope not, but maybe I'm gonna be completely wrong about that, and the Star Wars and the MCU is going really strong 50, 70 years into the future, and maybe they don't have to actually do that. Alright, this video needs to end immediately because I've just gone way off track. This is gonna be a really whack video, but whatever. I mean, to me it's an interesting question, and I'm sure many people have different answers as to what they think Star Wars should meet up with Earth or not. Anyways, to wrap up the video, may the Force be with you always.